All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are here to talk wellness awareness again. I'm excited to introduce you to Jessica Elliott, who is with us from Brittian Chiropractic in the Greensboro area. And she's going to share with us a good bit about what they do and what their goals are to help their clients. And I would first love to hear a little bit about Jessica and how she even got started in this role working with the chiropractic in the chiropractic world and with the clinic that she's at. So Jessica, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Jessica Elliott, and I am the Community Education Coordinator for Brittian Chiropractic. We are a 3-practice clinic. We have offices in Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and High Point. And so I kind of oversee the influx for all 3 of those offices. And I got involved with Brittian kind of as an outsider to chiropractic care. I wasn't very familiar with chiropractic care, wasn't really um, involved in chiropractic care myself, but the position of educating the community on whole health and wellness was incredibly intriguing to me. And over the course of my times with Brittian Chiropractic, I have learned the value and the immeasurable response that chiropractic care can do for us as individuals and towards our health goals and health needs. So I've been able to take part in that, as well as now educate the community on that as well. And so it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. So it's funny once you start learning about chiropractic. I think a lot of us have a vision of what we go to the chiropractor for, and it's like when something hurts or when we get an injury or whatever. And I've come to understand it a little differently. Would you share with us a little bit about what the outlook is in your clinic about how you use the chiropractic care that you offer?
So as far as chiropractic care goes, you're right. A lot of people um, their first visit to a chiropractor is because they're in pain.
Hmm.
Something's hurting them, something has become out of alignment, and they are referred to us, or they take it upon themselves to see a chiropractor because they've kind of reached that point. But our goal and our mission is to educate the community on how the importance of proactively taking care of your spinal health and your health in general. And that looks really kind of different for us in that, you do come in if you are in pain, and we do that evaluation, and we tell you, what is going on with your spine and where those issues of inflammation are. But then once we kind of get you on track and we kind of get your spine back in alignment, we kind of get those things taken care of, we are really encouraging about wellness. And that process is ongoing, right? Like when we think about wellness and taking care of our health, we think about long-term goals. And I'm not saying that you have to be in a chiropractic office every single week, but we come up with plans that are going to be suitable for each individual based on what their needs might be. And not only do we take into account their body and their spine and the health of their spine, but other issues that might be going on with them as well. And we kind of help figure out how to best help them move forward in the most healthy, holistic, wholesome way, so that their whole health is taken care of instead of just when they're in pain or when something is hurting.
I love that. So can you give us some examples of maybe some health issues that are kind of unrelated to pain, maybe, or maybe symptoms that people might be experiencing that chiropractic care could maybe address that might be outside what normally people would consider a chiropractor?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of times we think about things happening in our gut, like heartburn, indigestion, ulcers, Crohn's disease. There's a lot of gut issues that people deal with on a daily basis. And a lot of times we think about our gut issues being really prevalent because that's also where our immune systems are.
Mhm.
And that's kind of where that we operate from. And so when those become sidetracked, when we get sick, when something happens, a lot of times that our gut health takes a back seat. And so we develop these diseases. And all of that actually stems from nerves being inflamed. And our nerve processing center comes from our spine.
Mhm.
So our spine runs through when we think about our spine, we think about all the nerve endings that come off of our spine, and every single area down our spine affects pieces and parts of our bodies differently.
Yeah.
And so we could have pinched nerves, we can have compressed parts of our spine that aren't causing us pain necessarily, but because those nerves are being affected or they're inflamed, it's causing reactions in other parts of our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes when we are having issues in other areas and other organs are being affected, it really has to do with the health of our spine.
Mm-hmm.
And getting those adjustments, taking care of our spinal health can really help remediate and sometimes even el- eliminate some of those really hard diseases that our bodies can come up with because it's a reaction to an inflammation
Sure.
or an inflammatory response.
Right. That's so interesting because I think a lot of times we try to like isolate and just treat the stomach or just treat, even if it's an injury, just treat the knee. But, if you're walking funny because your knee hurts, that can throw your spine out of alignment and that can trigger something else. So I think this holistic approach is something that is really why we're having the expo at all, because we want everybody to kind of wrap their heads around that, we can't just isolate out these pieces, and bringing the community together is hopefully going to help with that a little bit. But I love that so much. Do you have any, maybe some examples of clients that have come in and seen some of this kinds of relief from specific situations?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we have a client that came in recently, and she's been really struggling with migraines.
Mm.
Um, she has a lot of a history. She had a history of migraines, and when we think about that, we think about like our heads, and so like what would that have really to do with our spinal health and getting adjusted? But in reality, those nerves, all of those nerves,
Mhm.
in our cervical spine, which are these nerves that run through our neck and back, those can be compressed or inflamed, and those responses can sometimes trigger migraines, and that's kind of where they originate from or come from. And so a lot of times folks will come and see us with issues like that, with migraines, and through the correct adjustments, we're able to help eliminate those for people. I've seen people come in with horrible headaches and leave, and their head isn't hurting anymore. And it's not going to be that for every single person that comes through the door. That, chiropractic care, we tell this to everybody, is not a miracle drug. It's not a one-time fixes every single thing. But I witness daily individuals coming in with various ailments that are causing them significant amounts of pain in that moment, and they're able to get relief from being adjusted and from chiropractic care. And a lot of times that really relates to the head and to those migraine type headaches.
Yeah, I love that. All right, great. Yeah, I think a lot of times people are like, well, I want a quick fix. I want something to happen really fast, but they don't take into account how many years it took their body to get into this place. And so it
Right.
might take time to overcome those issues and regular consistency, but there is also some miraculous relief that can happen through chiropractic care fast and quick. So thank you for addressing that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely.
then lastly, this is actually a really simple question just for you. What is something that you do on a regular basis, a daily basis, maybe that's simple, that just helps you keep staying your best?
So I actually, within the last 6 months, I've started got some guided meditation in the morning.
Yeah.
I did not partake in that before, but I lead a pretty stressful life. I'm a mom of 2 boys, and they,
I might have heard something in the background.
yeah, you hear the screams. So my stress level goes up. I'm a mom of 2 boys, and they keep me on my toes. And I work a full-time job, and I am always engaging with others, and kind of stress takes the best of us, I think, in all facets. And so I really wanted to give myself something to just take a breath and a minute before I had to start each day. And so I looked into meditation, and there's a really great, there are many great outlets out there and mediums that can help you meditate. But I do this guided meditation every morning, and it really has kind of centered me for my days. And it doesn't make every single day perfect and great, but it definitely has given me a better start and helps me kind of decompress and just get ready for the stuff that's going to come at me throughout the day.
That's awesome. Even yesterday I was feeling a headache coming on, and I sat down with a meditation because I thought, if I can just be quiet and focus on whatever's going on in my body, maybe I can eliminate. And it did. It went away. So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
So meditation for sure. Awesome. Easy thing, free thing for most people to incorporate into their daily life. But
Right,
thank
right.
you, Jessica, so much for sharing that.
Of
I'm really, really
course.
excited that people are going to be able to meet you on Sunday at our expo. And is there a good way to get in touch with you if they aren't able to come and see you in person at the event?
Sure. Yeah. So my email is, and if you send this out to them, that's fine. It's J Elliott.
Mhm,
So J and then ELLIOTT
mhm.
at Brittian, BRITTIAN chiropractic.com.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Jessica. Can't wait to
Yeah.
meet you in person. Have a really great
Yeah. Sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. See you Sunday.
All right. Bye.
Bye.